Good morning. This is Minister Valerie Nelson with Help a Sister Out Outreach Ministry, located right here in Warsaw, North Carolina. Last night I had a really rough night sleeping, knowing that the anniversary death date of my mom was going to be here today. So even though I had a rough night, I woke up with the joy of the Lord in my spirit. And my sisters and I, we got together and we went out and we encountered this Christian on today who wasn't very Christ-like. He was very rude and obnoxious, and he was downright mean. And even though he acted that way, I could just imagine as I was looking on him and the tears began to fall from my eyes, I could just imagine how the world see us Christians. They look at us and say, why do we need to get saved? If when I get saved, I'm going to act like that I'm not going to have any joy. I'm not going to have any peace. I'm not going to have any love. I'm not going to have any right standing in judgment. Why do I need to accept Christ as my Savior if this is my end result? But I want you to know today that we don't act like the world. We stand apart from the world, and no matter how someone treats you, you're not responsible for how they treat you, but you are going to be held accountable for how you respond to their actions. I said all that to say that in the midst of Jesus' time when Jesus walked this earth, there was very rude and obnoxious and downright mean people. They were mean to the fact where they persecuted Jesus. They took and spit on Jesus. They beat on Jesus. They called him a liar. Then they went as far as to nailing Jesus to the cross, piercing him in the side, allowing his blood to stream down. Now, we haven't been that far, but know that if they did it to Jesus, you can expect to be persecuted for righteousness' sake. Know that if Jesus encounters some mean and rude and ugly people, we are going to encounter some rude and mean and ugly people. We are no better than Jesus. Know that we're going to be disrespected. Know that we're going to be talked about. But just know that all because they treat us bad or they act a certain way towards us, that we don't have to act the same way to them. Because Jesus says for us to love our enemies and for us to pray for them who despitefully use us. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to pray for the man that we came encounter with on this morning. We're going to lift him up in prayer because you never know what a person is going through in their mind to make them act and behave a certain way. For every action, there is a reaction. Know that something happened in order to make him be out of his element on this morning or to make him act out of his character. Maybe that wasn't a real thing. And he acted to the point like he was possessed of something, but all because he acts that way doesn't mean that I have got to respond the same way back to him. Sometimes we're going to be persecuted. Sometimes we're going to be talked about. Sometimes we're going to be let down. We're going to be lied on, lied to. But just know that Jesus went through it all and Jesus passed the test. And I would like to think that as Jesus and God looked down on me this morning, that they were proud of what they saw. They said, that is my child in whom I am well pleased, and she's passing her test. Think about that this morning. When you're in the face of trial, disappointment, disagreement, whatever, ridicule, when you're in the face of these things, are you going to pass your test? Think about that. Are you going to pass your test? I pray that you be ready when opposition comes. I pray that you have the strength and the faith and the know-how and the love and the commitment to Christ and the understanding that when your test comes, you will be able to pass it. Have a good day.